Alright, we're going to be taking a look at posts, and these are used for the blog on this website, for swsgolfacademy.com. And we're going to click on Add New here, just so you can get a basic idea of how these function. Where it says Enter Title here, you enter the title, and so we have a new post. And within this section here, then this functions essentially like any other word processing type program. And so you can enter whatever you want to enter. And then within that, then you can create links. You can format it to be bold. You can make it so that it is centered, left aligned, right aligned. Whatever you're wanting to do is fine. Create new colors for the text. And we can center this, make it right aligned, left aligned. We're going to start off here with left aligned, and then we're going to add a title. And if you want to have some sort of additional title. So as a part of the web page already, it's going to be saying a new post up here at the top, so you don't need to do that. But if you have some additional information that you want to highlight in especially large font, then you can do it here. A special announcement. And then anytime through this process, you can click on preview and see what things are looking like to know if it's how you want it to be. You know, it's kind of confusing having those there that way. Maybe we don't want to have it H2. Maybe we want to have it H3 and see how that looks. You can just try these out, see what works best for you. And what we're doing right now isn't necessarily going to look great. The point is just to be able to understand how it functions. If you want to add media, then you click Add Media. We have all these files that are already uploaded. If you need to add new files, you go over here to Upload Files and then Select Files, and then you select whatever file you want to upload. And we don't have any that we're really needing to add at this moment, so we're not going to. Excuse me while my computer freezes up here. There we go. And we go back to the media library, and we're just going to insert this one here, and we're going to choose a size of medium, make it left aligned. We're going to insert it into the post, and the text will wrap around that. We're going to preview, and we can see that this is over here now. If the text continues on, then it will keep on going right around that, and we'll even do that here just so we can get a basic idea of how that would look. And there we go. And this is not what we actually want, of course, but you get the basic idea of how it can wrap around in that way, and so it can be within that. And this is a blog article, and so it's going to be showing up on the blog, and you want it to be that you can have certain points that are cutoff points within that, so that not all of it shows up on your blog page. And so we're going to go to /blog here. We have this one article there already. We're going to go ahead and publish this one, and we'll just keep it up online for a moment just so you can see the basic idea of how it will function. But at any point along this way, then you have this Insert Read More tag. You click on that, and anything underneath that line. Now this doesn't change what happens on the page itself here. It all looks the same. But once we publish this, and we will do it for just a moment, and then we'll unpublish it, then that means that on this page here, then it cuts off right here and says Read More. Because you don't want everything to show up here necessarily on the main blog page. You want it to be that they can quickly scroll through and see what articles you have, and then click within it, and then it will take you right down to the spot where it cut off at before. And now if you ever want to make it so that something's not published anymore, we can go up here to the status and click here and change it over to draft. And then we click update, and it is no longer live, and so it will not show up there on that blog page anymore. Setting a featured image makes it so that an image will show up within that main blog page, and so we can set whatever image we want, set it to featured image. It's going to show up there on that blog page. We have some SEO settings over here that you can adjust if you would like to do so, and you can explore those a little bit more. These layout settings make it so that it has a sidebar, or where that sidebar is placed. Not something you necessarily need to ever change. Right now it's just set to default, whatever we have in our main theme settings, but you could change it to something else for a specific slide if you want to. Now within these you can also insert other things like forms. And so if you want to add a form, you simply click Add Form, select the form that you want, and you in this case we're not going to put on the title or the description. We are going to enable Ajax. It makes it a little smoother. We can click Preview again, and we can see that now at the bottom here we have this form, and it is in there just as it should be. It's very simple, and if we wanted to have a slideshow that was a part of this, then we could do the same thing. And we've got this Soliloquy slider, like we talked about. It's a simpler one you would use. Now you could also use the Revolution slider to do something a little fancier if you want to. If we click preview here, I think we still have images that are a part of this slideshow. Hopefully we do, so you can see how this works. Yeah, we do, and it's not anything special right now. But it does exist, and you can see that's how it would function if you ever wanted to do that. We don't have any categories set up, but it might be something useful as you have more and more blog posts. And so if you ever want to add a new category, you can do it from here, or you can go over here to categories underneath post and add them in that spot. If you have these categories, then you can make it so that certain parts of your website only show certain categories. It can be pretty useful. You can also add tags, and tags, they can also be used in that same basic way that a category would be. For what you're doing right now, then you can probably stick to categories for the most part. If you want to add tags in there, it could do a little bit to help organize your website, but isn't essential. Could help with search type settings. Scripts are down at the bottom there. Don't need to worry about that. Your template for a Revolution slider is not something you need to worry about. If you ever need to make changes that go beyond what you see on this here, then you could click on text and see the HTML that's going on behind the scenes, and that's fine if you ever want to do that. Once you're ready to publish, you can always click Publish. For visibility, then you can make it so that this is public or password protected or private. And then you can also go back and look at any time at revisions that you've made by clicking on Browse. And we will leave here and see what other changes we've made in the past. And so then you can take a look real quick and see, oh yeah, I made these changes and I didn't mean to. I want to go back to previous version and click Restore Revision. You can go back to where you want it to be. Once you have a post published, then it will show up over here, and those that are both drafts and those that are already published, then they are both there. We're going to go ahead and trash this one here. Looks like you are currently editing the Greatest Lesson number 2, and so this will be getting to you just a little bit late for helping in that particular process. But at any time, you can go through these and you can do a quick edit and make some basic changes on the author, the date, published, not published, things of that nature. And then if you need to make greater changes, you can click on Edit, or you can just trash it from here, or take a look at it, whatever you need to do. I think for the most part you already have these concepts down. Hopefully this is a little bit of help to you though. If you have questions or you have concerns, call us, text us, email us, and we will be happy to help out.